Hello everyone, Rissy Toothpick here, back again with some more Conway, the Disappearance at Dahlia View, and today we're going to send the brooch back to Mr. Morgan. We have chosen Shirley Downs as the culprit here, but she says she did not kidnap Charlotte May, she only attacked Mr. Morgan. And I'm assuming from now to when we talk to Mr. Morgan, we're going to really find out what happened, but not for sure. First things first, he said to kind of clean this all up, so let's kind of go here.
They were all innocent. Everyone apart from Shirley. How did she manage to hide who she really was from everyone? Even her sister.
I guess that's just it. You just kind of like check it out. Maybe they're all involved. There's some flowers.
I was hoping to return to Mr. Morgan with his daughter. Not this hollow gesture.
Yeah, just bringing some flowers to him. It'd be like that sometimes.
I used to roam these halls and wonder what kind of neighbours lived around me. Now I know all too well.
Missing it. Get to that elevator. This room has always bothered me right here. I always wanted to explore it.
How will Mr. Morgan take the news, I wonder? He's been through enough.
What happened if he's all up in there like partying and stuff? He's like all happy. And, you never know. Maybe he accidentally killed his daughter and like hit it with like a kidnapping.
No sign of Catherine. She's not coming.
Okay, nothing up in here. Let's go to the door.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Mr. Morgan, how are you?
As well as can be expected, I suppose. I have to say I wasn't expecting you so soon.
I apologize. I thought you might want an update regarding Shirley Downs.
Of course, yes. Why don't you step inside for a moment and, well, please come in. You can leave your things down there if you like.
Thank you.
All right, so let's place our items.
Please. You were saying?
Yes. In short, it went well.
She confessed.
Not to all of it, but I have reason to believe she's confessing right now in police custody. She confessed to hitting you over the head and to pretending she was attacked. We found the weapon and, well, the list goes on.
What about my daughter?
She refused to admit it. She was adamant.
But you said she confessed to hitting me.
Well, there's more to the story, I'm afraid. She swears blind that she thought she was hitting Harold Levy.
What? Okay, I don't know what that means.
I agree. It doesn't make any sense.
Where is my daughter, Mr. Conway?
Mr. Morgan, I won't stop until I find her.
I'm sorry. That was unfair of me.
I understand, and it's me who has to apologize. I told you I would find your daughter, and until now I've failed you in that matter.
I don't blame you. You've done all you can. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Please, come and sit through here. Perhaps you'd like a cup of tea, Mr. Conway. It's 2 sugars, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Please, make yourself at home. I'll be back momentarily.
Thank you, I will.
That's the answer from earlier. How does he know how much sugar we want? He's been spying on us. We just kind of hit everything. Yeah, he's kind of suspicious.
How long have you lived in Dahlia View? It must have been before I moved here.
Yes, about 4 years or so. I remember the day you moved here. I should have introduced myself then. I'm sorry about that.
Not to worry. I should have done the same. Where is Charlotte May's mother, if I'm not intruding? Aren't you married?
That's a very long story, I'm afraid. What about yourself? Isn't there a Mrs. Conway?
Well, that's an even longer story. She would have said that I was married to my work. What exactly is your line of work?
I'm a dentist.
Really? I imagine that pays a good wage.
Well, I'm a dental assistant, if I'm being honest with you, but I'm training to be an anaesthetist, so there's that.
Interesting. Oh, that reminds me. I brought the brooch back that I found at the crime scene.
Thank you so much. I hope it was of some use.
Oh, look at this little latch. Uh-oh.
What on earth? This isn't Charlotte May. It's a different girl altogether. Wearing Charlotte May's brooch.
What?
Another girl. Jesus, what is this? Mr. Morgan, what have you done?
Oh my, it is Mr. Morgan.
I said I hope the brooch was of some use.
Yes. I mean, no. I wasn't able to connect it to anything.
Is everything okay, Mr. Conway? You seem a little out of sorts.
Yes, I'm fine. I don't think I'll have that tea after all. I'm sorry to put you out, but I remembered I have to hand over all of my findings to Catherine. She'll probably be waiting for me.
She was 6 when that picture was taken.
Is that so?
Such an innocent age, wouldn't you say? Charlotte wouldn't have known what real danger was back then. Not like you and I.
Well, we all have to grow up at some point, don't we? You'll excuse me, but I really must.
Are you sure you're okay, Mr. Conway? I can't help but feel your discomfort. Is it something I've done?
Like I said, I'm probably keeping Catherine waiting, is all.
You know, I thought that I was careful enough, but the way you think, you really are very clever, Mr. Conway. To your detriment.
Damn, hit him with the head. Hit him in the head with the head. He down.
It's funny. I spent the past few days wondering who on earth would attack me. I was as confused as everyone else. Turns out it was all just a misunderstanding. Have you ever heard anything so unlikely? I was going to leave town that night. I'd left her in Doe's basement. Things were almost in place. I was putting the rubbish out, and then... well... and then Shirley Downs.
She's still alive, isn't she?
I really am glad you decided to investigate. The mystery was eating me up inside. You know, I watched you work these past few days. Watched as you pulled our neighbours' lives apart piece by piece. Getting to work with you at Shirley's pub and seeing you before that at Lady Doe's house. It was very exciting.
Let's try to go for that wheelchair. I'm just going to click it multiple times. I think that's what we need to do.
It's funny, I felt that if I could just reach out. Of course, I couldn't.
From what I remember, you reached out with your fist.
You almost caught me that night, you know, in Lady Doe's basement. You were so close, but still so far. You know, I've never had to go back and check before. But after you promised me you'd find her, I had to think on my feet. She cried when she saw me. I suppose she was seeing me for the first time in many ways.
She? You mean the girl that, some other poor child you've taken? Is she still alive, the girl? Why did you do this?
Charlotte May was 6 when she... You see, after so many years, well, they stop looking like children, don't they?
Dear God. So she was too old to remind you of the real Charlotte May. And that's why... This really isn't your first time.
The first time I did this, my hands were shaking. I was a mess, Mr. Conway. I'd have been embarrassed just to be in your presence.
You sound as though she means nothing to you.
She means everything to me.
Have you lost your mind?
I think our little talk is over, Mr. Conway. Believe me, I don't want to do this, but you leave me no choice.
Damn, that cold-blooded killer.
I don't think you will kill me. You didn't tie that little girl up for no reason. If you were simply a murderer, you wouldn't have left her alive down there. There has to be something more to you.
What makes you so sure?
I think you wanted to see her as Charlotte May. You wanted to believe it, right up until the end.
Well, you've got it all figured out, haven't you?
What happened to the real Charlotte May?
You have a daughter, Mr. Conway. You know how it is. It's your responsibility. Your duty to protect them, no matter what.
Tony, what happened?
I must have left the balcony door unlocked. I took my eyes off her for just a second. We lived on the 5th floor.
Tony, I'm so sorry. Perhaps we should talk about it. You can tell me about her. If you let me go, I'm sure
I don't think so, Mr. Conway. I've complimented you on your intellectual prowess. Please don't insult mine.
Fine. Where is the girl now?
She's quite safe.
Got something there.
Where did you take her from? The girl I've been looking for.
St. Mark's Primary. I watched her leaving school. It didn't even have a gate. I'd watched her for a few days as she went to and from the playground. Charlotte used to love to play.
What would the real Charlotte May think of you?
You won't speak her name again.
Do you think she'd be proud of what you've done?
Please. Stop.
What about this girl? Everyone's looking for her. You can't get away with this.
Mr. Conway, you've already arrested Shirley. No one is going to find her, and no one is going to find you. Now, please stop. You're beginning to make me rather uncomfortable.
Jesus. You wouldn't want her to remember you this way.
None of that matters. Now, please, try to keep still.
Damn, he's gonna try to kill us.
Please, don't do this. You're a reasonable man, Mr. Morgan. I know you don't want to do this.
Believe me, I've tried to change what I am, but I can't.
Mr. Morgan, I would very much like to speak with you.
For God's sake. Like father, like daughter. Not a word, Mr. Conway. The anesthesia should kick in shortly.
Damn.
Hello, Mr. Morgan. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I wondered if I might speak with you and my father.
Your father? Are you expecting him?
Please help me.
I thought he might.
See if we can do here.
He said he was going to talk to you about Shirley
Back
Downs.
here. Help.
May I come in and talk through our options?
Catherine, run away.
Don't hurt her.
Sure, that's a good
Please,
idea.
don't
Okay.
do anything to her.
That's fine.
Mr. Morgan, stop.
I can come back tomorrow.
You know what?
It's him.
Everything that's going on, I'm not.
Damn.
I think that
Back
would be a
here.
good idea.
Help.
Tomorrow morning.
Please, don't hurt her.
Lunchtime, perhaps.
If you think it can wait until
Just
then.
try to get over there.
I'm sorry to bother you so late.
Save yourself.
Please don't.
Go for the wheelchair.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Wait,
What is it?
if you haven't seen my father, then why is his camera in the house? And
Uh-oh.
his bag? Mr. Morgan?
Oh, he's attacking her. Now we gotta crawl. We gotta hold W. I'm holding W. It's kind of weird. I feel like we should be tapping. Maybe? I mean, I was just holding W. I didn't tap it, so I don't know. Mr. Morgan was crazy. All right, let's get to the wheelchair. 6 hours later, Tony Morgan's arrest. See what Levy's got to say.
Do you know where Catherine is?
That way. I just hit the gates open, ram him.
Catherine,
Dad, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank God you are. I thought the worst.
I did too. What happened here? I mean, what on earth did I walk into?
If I'm honest, I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
Shirley was telling the truth.
It appears so.
We searched the house. We'd ruled him out.
Is he...
No, he's alive. He's been taken to the station. We want to know if he's done this before.
I'm afraid you won't like the answer.
Oh my God. That could have been you.
It could have been either one of us.
Dad, listen,
No, Catherine, I'm sorry.
I am too. It's funny, I came back tonight because part of me knew I should have listened to you, but I just wanted to prove to myself that I didn't need any help.
The apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. I need to ask, did you find Charlotte May? Is she...
Follow me.
See if they found her. I guess so.
Charlotte, this man is Robert Conway. He's been looking for you for days.
Are you okay, my dear? You're safe now. You don't need to be scared anymore. Catherine here is going to take good care of you.
I'll just be a moment. I'll come back. Don't worry.
Damn, she all messed up.
She hasn't said a word since we found her. She thought that Tony Morgan was her real father. She didn't even know that...
It doesn't bear thinking about.
So, what do we do now? She doesn't have a home.
Oh, that reminds me. She was taken from a St. Mark's primary school. There can't be too many of those in the country that have had missing girls.
It's a great place to start. I imagine you'll want to come along and help.
No. Perhaps it's best to leave this up to the professionals.
I'd like it if you were by my side.
I'd like that too.
You know, they could make more games where now the daughter and him work together as a team. And you kind of explore other murders or missing people and whatnot. That would work. You know, build off of from it. Make a second, maybe even a third if the second one doesn't bomb. There we go. Conway Disappearance at Dahlia View. Not a bad game. I like the ending. I was kind of suspicious of him when Shirley didn't, like, you know, say she did it. But I didn't think he took multiple girls and that wasn't his daughter to begin with. I thought he just, like, accidentally killed his daughter and he tried to hide it. Nope. Of course, then again, it wouldn't make sense for all the, you know, where he locked her up and stuff. But pretty good. I liked it. Other than a few bugs here and there and some issues with the controller, pretty good game. And it looks like we can't really fast forward through all this stuff, so we get to look at all the actors and people involved in the game, and it might not be that much because there wasn't really that many characters. It's in a small, you know, little setting. But yeah, check out the game. I would probably wait a little bit, let them update it a little bit, clean up some of them bugs. But all in all, I'd give this game a good game. I think I'd give it like maybe 7 or 8 just because of the bugs where I had to like stop and like restart and stuff. But other than that, good game, good story. I liked the exploring. It was kind of difficult on certain parts where we had to investigate, put like 2 and 2 together, especially on that one where it It actually doesn't show all the information that really got me stuck. Other than that, not a bad game. I wouldn't mind another one. But since this game's over, I'll look, try to find another upcoming game that's going to come out. Maybe something that's not as popular as the major video games and play it. And maybe play a few other games on the side. So on and so forth. I do know like Call of Duty's coming out, so maybe we'll do a little bit of that, but I'm not for sure. But I'll leave y'all here, and if there's something else, y'all see it. Thank you at the end. So it looks like there might not be anything else. That might be it. We'll see. Give it a minute. And nope, it just took us back to a new game. All right, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the links below. Join the YouTube membership thing. Give me some of y'all's support. All the goodies. Make sure to like the video. And I will see you again in the next one.